Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So today I thought I would do an update about Hoyas. I've done a Hoya video before where I just sort of showed you a few of the Hoyas, but it's been about 6 months since then, and the Hoyas have really started to grow like crazy. It's summer now, and this is sort of the perfect weather for Hoyas here. It's a bit humid, the temperature's above 30 degrees, and they've really started flourishing. I actually ordered all these Hoyas online, and for the most of the time I've been looking after them, it's been winter, and up until about a month ago there'd been no growth at all, not even a leaf. So I was pretty disheartened. It was the first time I've had Hoyas, so I thought, oh, maybe they just don't grow. They weren't dying, but they weren't doing anything either. But since summer started, they've really surprised me. And nearly all of them have put on almost 25% new growth in the last month. I've got no flowers yet, which is a bit disappointing, but hopefully by the end of summer there'll be something. So without further ado, I'll start showing you my Hoya collection. This one's actually a Dischidia. Oh, I wrote the name on this. Seems to have come off. I'm pretty sure it's Dischidia ruscifolia. So contrary to what I've just said, this one actually hasn't grown at all since I bought it. It's sort of preserved in time. It hasn't changed, hasn't died. Probably not in the right environment, I guess. I heard they need a lot of water, a lot of humidity. Humidity here is about 40 to 50%. Not sure what more it needs, but in the soil here I've got this. This is actually from a different plant. It's from a australis that I've got, which is also called Drunkard's Dream, but it keeps dropping its leaves, so I've just been putting them here with the hope that some may grow. Oh, and this one's actually got roots. So, oh, I don't know if you can see them. It's put out tiny rootlets already. Yeah, I'm hoping to fill up this pot with more than just this twig. I've got about half my Hoyas in the terracotta, because I read that it was better for them. I'm disagreeing with that now after growing them for about 6 months. The terracotta dries out extremely quickly. In the soil I've got here is just a well draining mix. It's about maybe a third potting mix, a third of this orchid mix with the bigger bark pieces, and a third perlite, so it doesn't hold much water. And together with the terracotta pot, it just seems to be too dry for most of them. So in this kind of pot you almost have to water every day in summer, which is too much maintenance for me. I tend to like things that only get watered once a week, and I find it's just too long when these are in terracotta. So conversely, I've got one in a plastic pot. So I really like these pots. They're made of recycled plastic. They look kind of like a stone pot from far away, but they're plastic, so they allow the plant to hold on to more water than something like terracotta, which is porous. So you can see, even comparing the soil here is a lot more moist, and I water all the plants at the same time, so this has held on to a lot more water. It's the same potting mix where I've got the big orchid bark chips mixed with the perlite and just an ordinary potting mix. So this Hoya has only put out 2 leaves since summer started, but I thought this one was dying, so some of its leaves actually died in winter, so I'm pretty happy that it's still alive. And I'm always amazed how quickly the Hoya leaves grow. These were just, tiny, kind of looking like that a couple of weeks ago, and now they're these huge lush leaves. So apologies in advance, I actually don't remember all the names of the Hoyas. I didn't label them foolishly. I thought when the flowers come out I'd be able to tell. But I'll write down the names of the Hoyas below in the description, and if anyone wants to help, they can help me match them up, because I can't actually remember what's what. So there's that one. So this is this one's a variegated Hoya. It might be a Hoya carnosa, I'm pretty sure, which is one of the more common types. But again, yeah, not 100% on what it is. This one's in a plastic pot, and the same kind of potting mix. This is one that I thought was also not doing well, but in summer it started putting out some of these new baby leaves. And I really like the variegated Hoyas because when the new leaves come out, they're a bit pink. Then they turn to this more yellow colour later on. So I'm not sure if this little guy is a flower spike, but just patiently waiting for flowers. So this one, I've actually got a label on this, which is legible. Hoya carnosa Crimson Princess 49. This has been quite a slow grower, and I think it's partly because of being in terracotta as well. This is just constantly drying out. I've got it on a windowsill as well, so it really, the sun hits it and it dries out a lot quicker. So it's been slow to grow. It's just put out these 3 leaves in 6 months. Might change its location, see if it does any better. Australis, and it looks quite different to the rest of the Hoyas. It doesn't really have that waxy leaf. The leaves are quite thin, and apparently that means that they're not very cold tolerant or heat tolerant. So this is good for an indoor plant where it's less exposed to those elements, and this has been doing pretty well. I've got it in a plastic pot and it doesn't dry out very quickly. Hoya Crimson Queen. This one's just got a tiny shoot, but other than that hasn't done much. These ones I've got close to a window too, and the soil tends to dry out a lot quicker near a window. The Hoya obovata, and I'm guessing it's called that because of the oval shaped leaves. The leaves on this one are really thick and waxy, and they've got this pretty kind of speckled variegation. I bought this because I thought the flowers looked really good. Haven't got any flowers yet obviously, but again, patiently waiting for that. So this is an example of why terracotta pots may not be the best. This one's been in a terracotta pot. It's in a different room to the others, so I don't get to water it that much. I kind of forget about it. And you see it's a bit dry and it's pretty much dried out, even though I water it about twice a week. So from now on, I'm not really putting Hoyas in terracotta pots anymore. At least not for summer. This one already, no. Well, this is another mystery Hoya. Hasn't grown too much in the last few months, kind of stayed like this. I've got it in a lower light location, so it's not, you know, the up prime location for a Hoya, but kind of running out of room. Got a lot of Hoyas. We'll see how this one goes. This one, but it's also got the thicker waxy leaves, so it might be a Hoya carnosa or pubicalyx of some sort, and you can see the veins quite prominently, so I really like these kind of leaves. pretty sure this one's Hoya linearis. I could be making that up, but I'll correct it in the comments. I really like the leaves on this one. They're thick and waxy and strappy. These two are new leaves, and you can see they're kind of coming out with a variegated pattern as well. And this one's been doing well. I noticed generally the ones in the plastic pots have done a lot better. So this is just an update on the native beehive. They seem to be doing well. They've started fortifying the entrance of their hive with this propolis, which is resin they collect from trees, as well as the wax they produce. They normally do that to try and protect the entrance from predators. So I thought that was pretty interesting. You can see there's a lot of activity at the hive today. The temperature's 30 degrees and that's their optimal temperature. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you've enjoyed, and see you next time.